on second base after he walked. Gets a stolen base, is now in scoring position early in this first inning. Thank you for being with us. Ortega bats from the right side against the righty. Starting pitcher for Peregrinos, Malachi Lyon. Here's his pitch. Stays inside, but gets the corner. Good pitch by Lyon as he throws that fastball and hits the corner. Against Ortega, the infielder for Pelicanos. Pelicanos are the away team batting first. This is the first inning. In the first game as that's taken down low. Good block by the catcher, Brooks, keeping that in front of him. So a beautiful day on Saturday, June the 15th. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, fans everywhere of the PRIBL, if you're at home, wherever you're watching or listening, tomorrow is Father's Day. So if your father is near you, with you, make sure you surprise him with something homemade, card, or give him a tie, pair of socks. I don't know if he likes underwear, if he needs them. As all dads do, as that ball's in the air in the Bermuda Triangle of Nowheresville. The second baseman gets under it, though. Center fielder and shortstop went out there. Good catch by the Peregrinos second baseman, Woods. Robert Woods getting over there first and calling everybody off. I've got it. It's always a tough play when all three fielders come together anywhere as they race in and race out. Always a dangerous play, but you must communicate with your fielders and everyone around. So no advancement by Sanchez. He's still at second. Now bats Moyer, the right fielder. Good block again. Keeps that in front. Number 90, an interesting number. I'm going to have to talk to him about his number, if he chose that or if he was just given that. Truman Moyer bats third for the Pelicanos on this beautiful Saturday in Rinco, Puerto Rico. Part of the PRIBL Summer Wood Bat League. This is Stream Live Tampa bringing you this broadcast. That ball's hammered out into left center field. Center fielder raging over. Oh, another good play. Good defensive play by the left fielder as Sanchez tags up. Wow, he gave it a ride. Good job by Moyer tagging that baseball. He was right all over that pitch by Lyon. Lyon got lucky right there. Good defense by the outfielders, center fielder and the left fielder chasing after that one. The center fielder slid in, Leos, but Melvin, the left fielder, ranged over to his left to make the catch. So, advancement, now a runner on third base, but 2 outs. And this is the top of the first inning as we see an RBI chance with 2 outs. Third baseman, number 7, Francisco Gotay Jr., the dangerous hitter for Pelicanos. Bats with the runner on third base. Here's the pitch by Lyon. Good pitch, just outside. Using all his pitches today. Good opportunity for Malachi Lyon and the Peregrinos as they play the Pelicanos in this game. Oh, it hits him in the arm. Take first base. First and third the hard way as Gotay gets to first base. Runners on first and third at the corners for the Pelicanos in the top of the first inning. Pelicanos and Peregrinos going head-to-head in the first game here as the Taínos and Conquistadores play in the afternoon game. It's a Saturday here in Rinco, Puerto Rico with Stream Live Tampa. Please, if you're watching, like, subscribe, and comment who your favorite player is, where you're watching or listening from. Runners take their leads from first and third. Here's the pitch by Lyon, fouled away by Martinez. Martinez, the shortstop for the Pelicanos. Good defensive player. Eddie Martinez, 17-year-old shortstop. Eddie Martinez. Two outs. Lyon, the pitcher for Peregrinos, gets set. Here's the pitch. The runner goes, and that hits him in the back. So now the bases are loaded. Lyon searching a little bit, trying to find himself and reestablish. Back comes set as his coach comes out to talk to him. The manager of the Peregrinos comes out to talk to him, Caleb Copeland, the manager of the Peregrinos, talking to his starting pitcher in the top of the first inning, Malachi Lyon. Pelicanos threatening with the bases loaded. Sanchez started it with a walk. Retired Moyer and Ortega. Malachi Lyon then hit Gotay and then hit just now Martinez to load the bases for the first baseman of the Pelicanos, Riley, number 24 for the Pelicanos. Tate Riley bats from the right side as he takes his pregame or pre-at-bat routine, gets set, getting the timing right, cleans his cleats, settles in nicely, back in the box against Lyon with the bases loaded, 2 outs now, as the pitch now hits him, so 1 run is going to score. That's 3 in a row, HBP. Hit by pitch. Tate Riley takes it, and he gets credited, actually, for an RBI, which is pretty cool. Torres now bats, number 3 for Pelicanos. 2 outs. Now he bats with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch by Lyon. Misses high. Not the start the Peregrinos had in mind, as this inning is in the balance with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Lyon throws, and he misses high. Now 2-0. Working behind in the count is not where he wants to be, and Malachi Lyon is not that pitcher. Lyon has good stuff, as now one of the other coaches, assistant coach Olin Ortiz, comes out to settle him down, to reestablish his mindset. He might be off his game a little bit mentally on a Saturday morning. Hopefully he can reestablish and regroup. 1 pitch at a time is the mindset. Try not to rush. Just try to hit the mitt. Don't worry about the plate. Just throw to your catcher and have confidence in him. And trust your fielders. The fielding team of the Peregrinos is very tight. Peregrinos are a very good team in the PRIBL. They're 1-1 on the season. Both teams actually are 1-1 in this game. So there's a good pitch as that sizzles in with his fastball. That's the way to use the fastball right there, and trust your stuff, and 1 pitch at a time, take care of business. Good pitch right there by Malachi Lyon. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ball's carved foul. Torres, number 3 for the Pelicanos. Noah Torres Brooks. He's the 7th hitter in this inning with 2 outs. Bats with the bases loaded. But an 0-2 pitch now coming up from Lyon. Locks him up. Strike 3, but he drops the ball. You better step on the plate. There you go. So that does it for the Pelicanos and the Peregrinos in the top of the first inning. Pelicanos do score with the help of a little bit of the wildness from Malachi Lyon. So a gift run, but a run nonetheless, and they have the lead as the home team Peregrinos come to bat in the bottom of the first inning. This is Stream Live Tampa in Rincon, Puerto Rico. Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying your views of Rinco, Puerto Rico Stadium. In Rinco, Puerto Rico, very friendly confines here. 330 down the lines, very traditional baseball park. 400 to center, 365, 370 in the power alleys. In steps Leos, the center fielder, against Jaquez. Jaquez fires and is behind in the count with his first pitch. His team scored 1 run in the top of the first inning as he pitches now for the Pelicanos against the Peregrinos in their bottom of the first inning. Good pitch right there. Fastball. Strike number 1. So 1-1 is the count. Nobody out. This is the leadoff batter for the Peregrinos. Manuel Leos. Calm and peaceful in the batter's box. Loads and fires. Hits a fastball right behind himself. As we mentioned, this is Rinco, Puerto Rico, and we are in Fernando Nando Berry Stadium. Sabrina. Salabria. Yeah. Fernando Nando Salabria Stadium. Oh, the ball's hit into the ground. The third baseman can't handle it. Shortstop gets through him as well. So the leadoff batter, Manuel Leos, reaches. Hard hit ball by Leos. Gets through the left side of the infield, third and short, past Gotay and Martinez. Gotay had it, hit off his glove, a little too hot to handle, a little hot potato. And now Melvin steps in, the left fielder who made a great play in the top of the first inning, going back into the alley to grab that ball to get the second out of that inning. Moyer for the Pelicanos gave it a ride, but Melvin ranged over to his left into the gap and alley and made a great catch as he bats second, number 17 for the Peregrinos. Live in Fernando Nando Stadium. Stream Live Tampa bringing you this broadcast. The starting pitcher for Pelicanos, number 1, Jaquez. Valentin Jaquez the fourth. The right-handed start steps off and tries to pick off, but can't get the speedy Leos. The catcher Brooks would be next. So we got to find our AAA batteries. Takes the walk, does Melvin. So number 7, O'Neill, is going to be picking up that bat. Oh, I thought he was going to take the at-bat in front of Brooks, but Brooks is going to get his at-bat. Brooks, the catcher, might have had trouble with his equipment, but he's ready to go. He's got his pink batting gloves and pink tape on the handle and blue, sky blue handle area. And his barrel also is that bubblegum Barbie pink. So Father's Day is upon us. He's trying to hit all the areas. Mother's Day and Father's Day all in one with one bat. So pretty cool. The catcher, Brooks, steps in with runners on first and second. Not the way he wants to start his outing, but he is in the fire already in the bottom of the first inning. Top of the first inning, the Pelicanos scored 1 run on the gift run by Lyon. Lyon hit 3 batters in a row. That's how they scored their run. And now Peregrinos are set up with runners on first and second. Leo started with the base hit, and Melvin then walked, and now Brooks has his at-bat. So we'll see what happens here in the bottom of the first inning. as we bring you this broadcast live. And Rinco in Puerto Rico, that's taken down low. Doesn't want that one. So both pitchers having a little bit of a tough time in the top of the first inning. Just be patient. And one pitch at a time is definitely the way mentally you want to prepare. Not trying to spike the ball, just nice and easy. Trust your fluid mechanics and trust yourself and the stuff that you have. Don't try to overthrow, but here we are with runners on first and second. Already in the bottom of the first inning, threatening Peregrinos, and he offers the bunt, misses. Runners take off both from second and third. So good. I love the aggressiveness of the Peregrinos team. Are now set up with runners on second and third, still with Brooks, their three-hitter, up. As he tried, I don't know if he tried to bunt or he just faked the bunt to draw in the third baseman Gotay so they would have a easy look at a steal. But I just love the aggressiveness of the base running by Peregrinos. So runners on second and third as the third baseman Gotay now comes in a little closer on the grass. Runners on second and third, as you mentioned, Leos and Melvin. Here's Brooks as throws down low Jaquez. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday. Thank you for tuning in, liking and subscribing and commenting where you're from. Don't forget Father's Day is tomorrow. Tell me what gift you're going to get your father. I already got my dad a gift. I told you yesterday, if you were on the broadcast yesterday, I told you what I got my dad. I got him a book, a Ted Williams and John Glenn book. As now the bases are loaded, the catcher for Peregrinos, Brooks, walks. Jonathan Taylor Brooks, 16-year-old, drew the walks. That's back-to-back walks. In steps the dangerous O'Neill, first baseman, number 7, batting fourth for Peregrinos. I got my dad a book, a Ted Williams book, John Glenn. They actually flew combat missions together. Senator John Glenn, astronaut John Glenn, and war hero John Glenn flew with Ted Williams, the splendid splinter, as Gotay and the corners are in with the bases loaded. Pitch stays outside. Still nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Lyon labored through his top of the inning, and now Jaquez is laboring through his bottom of the first inning. So both starting pitchers having a tough time in the first inning. The ball's hit past the first baseman, and that's going to go into the outfield, hugging the line. One run will score. Here comes two, and the runners will advance first and third. The throw comes into third for some reason. So O'Neill could have advanced right there, but he didn't. Runners on first, third. Either way, 2 runs are in. Good job of hitting to take the lead, the dangerous O'Neill. Jumping all over that offering by Jaquez. So his manager is going to trot out there. Not the start either team wanted, but having to deal with nonetheless. Pelicanos manager Francisco Villegas talks to his entire infield and his starting pitcher. This is a really tough Peregrinos team. The Pelicanos won their last game, and they had an early lead in the first inning, and they just gave it away. And the Peregrinos are threatening for more with runners on first and third. So no action in the bullpen. This is his inning. There's nobody out as he tries to collect himself. Hopefully he can. You never want to see anyone struggle on the mound or anywhere, even if you're playing against them. You want a solid game and you want to compete, and you don't want freebies or things given to you. You want to earn everything you get. But right now there's runners on first and third as Seabaugh bats. Checks on him, and wow, close play at third, a lot closer than I thought. So didn't catch anybody napping, but almost did. So runners Brooks and O'Neill are on the bases. Leos and Melvin scored, coming up empty on the swing and the miss by the shortstop Seabaugh for the Peregrinos. This is Luke Seabaugh batting from the right side with runners on first and second. Nobody out, runners on first and third. Here's the pitch, and that's taken down low. This is the fifth batter of this inning with nobody out. Didn't get a good look on it by the left fielder. Did not have a good break on it, and that ball hits off his glove. Incoming to score the third run of this inning, Brooks. Jonathan Taylor Brooks just scored. Seabaugh reach is on. I believe I'm going to give the left fielder an error on that as it hit off his glove. But I'm not the official scorer, so we'll see what they give him there. And it's a hit. So runners on first and second on the RBI single by Luke Seabaugh. Good fastball right there. Stay right there. Good things will happen. Good pitch right there. Stay within yourself. Still nobody out. Rodriguez now bats the sixth. Batter for the Peregrinos, number 2, Rodriguez. Swings and hits it to the third baseman. Gotay picks it up and steps on third for the fourth. So way to stay with it, Francisco Gotay. So Rodriguez hit it to him. He picked it up, then bobbled it, and then picked it up again and stepped on third. So good play right there. There is the first out, but with runners on first and second still for Peregrinos. They have 3 runs in already and threatening for more with runners on first and second. Griffin White now the batter. 17-year-old Griffin White bats. Runners on first and third, 3 runs already in. Just misses to White. Griffin White, the batter, batting 7th for the home team Peregrinos. Number 10 for Peregrinos, Griffin White. And he throws that one into the outfield. Error on the pitcher right there, allowing 1 run to come in and play at the plate. Slides in safely. Another run for the Peregrinos as they now scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning with a runner on third base. Griffin White still at bat. Well, Jaquez wanted to pick him off, but threw it into right center field as the second baseman was there, but had to dive to his left, and there's no way he was going to catch that one. So error on the pitcher to allow a run to score, and now with the runner on third base, Griffin White, the batter, takes that fastball for a strike. Good pitch right there. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Live at Fernando Nando's Stadium in Rincon, Puerto Rico. Stream Live Tampa bringing you this game on this Saturday, June the 15th. This is a wood bat league, all wood bat league, so all the batters, every at-bat swing with a wooden bat. Yesterday we had our first cracked bat. We saw that one. It was a scary moment as the barrel went to the first base on the right side of the infield. But the defense made the play. The pitcher caught it and threw to Davila caught it, and then threw it to first base to get a double play. But that was the first crank bat. No, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job by the pitcher, Valentin Jaquez the fourth. So now there's 2 outs. Good pitch right there to retire Woods. Or retire White, sorry. Woods the batter now. Robert Woods the batter for the Peregrinos, who have scored 4 runs this inning already and lead. And that ball came inside, and yes, did. Oh, he still wants to slide anyway. How about that? Turn around. Number 2, Rodriguez, was a little jumpy. Thought it was a pass ball, but it actually hit the batter, Woods. Robert Woods got plunked, and Rodriguez thought it was a pass ball, and he came charging home, but he trots back to third. So runners on first and third. Number 42, Rivera, the third baseman for the Peregrinos, stepping in to get his at-bat. Christian Rivera bats with runners on the corner. Peregrinos are pedal to the metal, so we might see some running from the runner on first. He does not. Batter takes a strike, though. So, not the start that Pelicanos wanted. Still not out of the woods yet, as Woods takes his lead from first. If you picked up my dad humor, still not out of the woods yet, as Woods is on first base. No, I tried my best. Anyway, here's the batter, Rivera. Swings and misses at that good fastball by Jaquez. Two outs now. So a little bit of a confusing moment for the Pelicanos infield right there, allowing the aforementioned Woods to get to second base. So he's in scoring position. 2 runners are in scoring position as he looks at that strike 3. Good job of Valentin Jaquez, the fourth, to get out of that inning. Not the start that he wanted, but we'll see what happens in his next inning of work. So the score now 4-1 as the Peregrinos score 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Let's see what the Pelicanos can do live here at Fernando Nando Stadium in Rinco, Puerto Rico. Stream Live Tampa. Welcome back. This is the top of the second inning of the PRIBL Summer Wood Bat League. This is a league consisting of 4 teams, all wood bat swingers. Here's the first pitch in the top of the inning as gets away from the catcher and rides high and away. Number 12 on the mound for the Peregrinos. Kicks, fires, and deals same up and away fastball. New pitcher Antonio Rosado on the mound for Peregrinos. So Lyon is out and Rosado is in. And here's his next pitch. And there it is. He found his release point and it settles in for a strike. So Lyon threw 1 inning, and now it's up to Rosado to keep the Pelicanos at bay. Here's the pitch by Rosado. Hit just over the reach of the third baseman, Rivera. And the leadoff hitter, that is Aguirre, the outfielder for Pelicanos, gets a base hit. Good job of hitting right there to lead off things for his Pelicanos. Nice base hit for him. Good job of keeping that and keeping his hands inside as he pulls that one just over the reach of the third baseman, number 42 for Peregrinos. That is Rivera. So runner on first base. Takes his lead. High fastball again by the left-handed pitcher, Rosado. Rosado now in relief of Lyon for the Peregrinos. The Peregrinos are the home team. They're in the field right now, defending against the Pelicanos, who bat with a runner on first base. This is Demi. For the Pelicanos. Stream Live Tampa bringing you this game. Here's the pitch by Rosado. Good pitch right there to him. Oh, he got a rundown. There's picks him off and slaps on the tag. Wow, good job by Rosado to pick off the runner. So now 1 out. First baseman caught it and quick throw to the shortstop for a bang-bang play, but retired is Aguirre. DeMay, the batter, batting right now from the right side against the left-handed pitcher Rosado, and misses. So DeMay walks. DeMay now the runner on first base with 1 out. DeMay, the catcher for the Pelicanos, reaches. Against Baez. Baez takes that one for a strike. Good pitch by Rosado. Fills up the strike zone there. Jaciel Baez, 17-year-old Baez, against the pitcher for the Peregrinos, Rosado. Rosado gave up a base hit to lead off this inning but then picked him off. Oh, good move again, but DeMay gets back. So it's the top of the second inning. 4-1 is the score. And that drills him, does not move, and it drills him in the backside. Hit. So now with a runner on first and second, catcher and first baseman come over to try to settle Rosado down. He has the lead. Here comes the second baseman to join the party. Shortstop is not. So I think they're going to break up their tea party. Everyone goes back to their position. Which brings up the leadoff hitter, Sanchez, who also walked, and he stole a base in his first time up. This is his second at-bat in the second inning already. A little bit of the wildness from both of the pitchers. This is now the new pitcher, Rosado. Does not like this ball, no. Does he want to keep it? Yeah, we'll keep it. So his team's got the lead. Hopefully he can settle himself down and throw some strikes, let the ball be put in play, and let his fielders do the work, but misses there. So gave up a hit to Aguirre. Aguirre reached with a base hit. He hit over the third baseman's head, but then he got picked off. And then DeMay walked, and Baez was hit by a pitch. So those are the runners that are on the bases, first and second, as they take their leads. That ball is hammered by Sanchez to left field, way back, way back. The left fielder had it, hit off his glove, and it goes to the wall. One run will score. Good job of hitting by Sanchez. And now there's runners on second and third as he gets a double. Sanchez, the center fielder for Pelicanos, number 22, hit an absolute missile to left field, and the left fielder ranged all the way back to the wall almost, reached up and hit off the webbing of his glove, maybe the heel of his glove. He was that close to it. So we're going to give him a double, Sanchez. Man, that guy can hit. I've been watching him, and I've been impressed with the way he approaches his at-bats and hits a double, scoring one run and setting the Pelicanos up with runners on second and third. The corners come in against the batters. That ball gets away, but to no advancement, and he throws that one away. And the third baseman says, "I've got it. Everyone relax." So runners still remain at second and third against Ortega. So RBI double by Sanchez, and now Ortega bats with runners on second and third. So the Pelicanos scored in their top of the first, and now they scored one run already and threatening for more. So they're still down, but their tying runs are on base as Ortega takes that one high. He bats with the corners in, defending him for the Peregrinos as they defend him. Let's see what the Pelicanos do on contact. Yaziel Yo-Yo Nunez, the third base coach for the Pelicanos. Good pitch right there to Ortega. Takes that one for a strike. One out as Ortega bats with a 1-2 count. The pitcher for Peregrinos, Rosado, on the mound in this inning of relief. The left-hander comes set, and here's the pitch, and throws that one. Oh boy, we're going to have a play at the plate. Nope, and he's going to slide in safely as that ball went off the backstop and trickled to the dugout area of the Pelicanos, and they weren't moving. So that allowed the runner to score. So now they're down by one. The tying run on third base, only 90 feet away. 2-2 count to Ortega. Ball's hit up in the air in the infield. Second baseman says, I've got it. Everybody get out of my way. 2 outs now. So big out right there as they retire Ortega. That's the second time Ortega has popped up to the second baseman, actually. So maybe he's got a thing with him. We'll see what he does in his third at-bat. If he does it again, that would be something else as Moyer gets his at-bat. Moyer hit an absolute laser to left field, but was caught as he takes that one for a strike. A runner on third base, which is Sanchez. DeMay walked and scored. Baez also scored after he was hit by a pitch. Again to left field does Moyer, hit to the left fielder, and he is ranging back a couple steps and retires. Moyer and the side. That does it for the Pelicanos as they score 2 runs. And good job by the Pelicanos to fight back, never say die. Moyer again gave it a ride, so Ortega popped up to second base twice in a row, and Moyer lined out to the left fielder 2 times in a row. So how about that? So we'll be back live as the Peregrinos are going to be batting. They're the home team against the Pelicanos in this PRIBL Summer League, Wood Bat League, live in Rinco, Puerto Rico at Fernando Nando Sardinia Stadium. Back here live in Rinco, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL League. This is a wood bat league. All the stats are cumulative stats. All the scores and records are cumulative to have a champion at the end of this league. This is a cool summer league and a great opportunity for these baseball players to play in, as the starting pitcher is still out there for Pelicanos as he gave up 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Good pitch right there. Slider bends in for a strike. So a better start for him. See if he can keep it up as his team is fighting back and scored a couple runs for him as Aaron's bats. This is Aaron's. Ball stays in on him. This is Juan Aaron's, who did some catching yesterday as he bats here for the Peregrinos. Good plate discipline to stay off that one, even though he was down in the count. It's now 2-2, working the count even. That's if you get down early like that in the count 0-2, as a hitter, your job is to work the count and do your best to get even, and then anything can happen after that. So a good at-bat here for Aarons. But he takes that one. Can't do that. Can't go down looking, but he does. So the first out recorded. Good job by the pitcher, Jaquez, to get the first out in Aarons. Aarons is retired. In steps the leadoff hitter for the Peregrinos, Leos. So Manuel Leos gets his at-bat and turn at-bat. This is the second at-bat for him. He scored a run and got a base hit, did Leos, in the bottom of the first inning. Hammers that one into right center as the right fielder goes back to his right. Center fielder going to his left, and the right fielder calls it off and catches it. Good job of ranging over to his right, the right fielder. That's Moyer. Moyer, as we tabbed earlier, he could swing the bat. He hit 2 rockets to left field in both of his at-bats, and the left fielder, Melvin, was up to the challenge as he bats here. This is Melvin, the left fielder, number 17 for Peregrinos. Bats now with 2 outs. Melvin, the left fielder, caught both those balls by Moyer, but Sanchez got one past Melvin, the left fielder, as Sanchez got an RBI double out of that for the Pelicanos. Hits that one foul. Melvin, a good hitter for the Peregrinos in his own right. He walked and scored a run in his first turn. This is his second at-bat now, only in the second inning. But he bats with 2 outs and nobody on. So trying to settle things down a little bit, the starting pitcher for Pelicanos, Jaquez. Hits that one hard to the second baseman and right at him, and that does, yeah, he's shaking his hands, was Melvin, because that stung him a little bit. Got it down on the trademark. He's still shaking him. Shake it, don't break it. But that does it for the Peregrinos, sorry. And we'll see what the Pelicanos can do. As they're down by 1, the Pelicanos are down, but they played good defense. So we'll see what happens in their half of the inning. And we'll be back here live, Stream Live Tampa, in the PRIBL Wood Bat League, live in Rincon, Puerto Rico. Back here live in Rinco, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL Wood Bat League. This is Anthony DeSanto doing the broadcast here for you. Stream Live Tampa bringing you the broadcast, all the different cameras and views. Trying to help you understand the game a little bit more as we broadcast here live and give you all the up-to-date information. If you have any questions, please ask, and we'll try to do our best to answer them. This is a Saturday in Rinco, Puerto Rico. Father's Day weekend upon us, as tomorrow is Father's Day. Make sure you thank your dad, say hi to him, write him a card, give him a text, give him a gift. He always likes ties and weird socks. Ball's hit up in the infield, foul as the catcher and third baseman range over, and the catcher dives. Wow. What a great play by the catcher. He throws it and fires it back in the infield as everyone's popping around. I love to see that for the Peregrinos. The catcher, Brooks, did a great job of finding that ball. Very tough play as the third baseman tried to come in and catch that one, but it was the catcher who ranged over to his left and popped up through the mask, out of the way, get that thing out of the way, and go get that ball. And he's doing his pitcher a favor by working hard as he works hard on the mound with him as well. Rosado back on the mound. Kicks, fires, and deals from the left side, but misses low to the batter, number 15. So Eddie Martinez bats as Francisco Gotay was retired on that foul pop-up as he hammers that into the ground off his foot. Eddie Martinez shakes it off, bends it like Beckham, and gets back in the box as he gets ready for his turn at bat. So Martinez was hit by a pitch in his first at bat as he bats now for the second time, but first time against Rosado. Let's see what Rosado can serve up to him. Just missed away, tried to frame it and steal a strike, but to no avail. So Brooks, the catcher, working with Rosado on the mound. The left-hander for the Peregrinos has one out. There's nobody on base. Martinez flies that one to right field. Right fielder comes in and keeps coming in. Thought that was going to be a little deeper than what it was, but good job by the right fielder to come in and get that one. That was Griffin White of the Peregrinos retiring Martinez. So now 2 quick outs as Riley steps in, number 24 for the Pelicanos. Tate Riley takes a strike right there. So Rosado working quickly and getting 2 quick outs to hopefully send his team back in the dugout quick so they can score some more runs as they have the lead 4-3 against the Pelicanos as they bat here in the third inning. Just missed right there, Tate Riley. Top of the third inning, things moving along nicely now. We had a long first inning, but the second inning was pretty quick, and we're moving quickly in the top of the third inning. It's the way we like to see baseball played. Ball's hit to center, short center. Center fielder calling off and coming in and retiring the side. Good job by the catcher, Leo, as our center fielder, to catch that ball. Leos for Peregrinos as they retire the Pelicanos 1, 2, and 3. Gotay, Martinez, and Riley all retired by Rosado of the Peregrinos. And they're coming to bat in the bottom of the third inning. This is Stream Live Tampa. They have the lead against the Pelicanos. 4-3 is your score right now in Rincon, Puerto Rico. All right, we're back here live in Rinco in Puerto Rico. Good defense by the Peregrinos, and they're coming to bat with the lead. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Saturday. Tough customer here to lead things off. This is Brooks. Brooks bats. He's the 3-hitter, number 66 for the Peregrinos. Good catcher, and he hammers that one to right field. This is going to be hooking, and slicing out of play, out of the reach of the right fielder. So foul ball, as he was going with that pitch from the Pelicanos, Jaquez. So he had a really rough first inning, good second inning, and he's back out there for his third inning of work. That's what you like to see if you're a fan of baseball, and if you're anytime you're struggling, it's always nice to bounce back quickly, and that's exactly what he's been doing. Is that one's fouled back as well. So good job of pitching right there. I can see his joy is back, his hop is back in his game. So good job by Valentin Jaquez IV, 18-year-old on the mound for the Pelicanos. His team is down by 1, and he wants to keep them right where they are so his team can start scoring some more runs for him and get him off the hook. But it drills him, stays inside, so hit by pitch right there. Brooks is now on base. So Brooks walked in his first at-bat, and then he reaches with a HBP. So he hit him, now steps in the left-handed hitter, number 7, O'Neill, first baseman. Tough customer over here, O'Neill. O'Neill's one who hit that ball down the line past the first baseman to score some runs. So good job of hitting by O'Neill, and let's see what he does here in the second at-bat here. Hits that one high and over to the line. Right fielder ranging over and catching it flat-footed, and we almost had a tag play, but that's a huge arm by the right fielder. Don't run on that man. Wow. So showing off his arm is Moyer. That was a cannon from deep right field, and he threw an absolute strike to the shortstop of the Pelicanos. So the big hitter O'Neill is retired on the flyout to right field. Still a runner on first base. Brooks, the runner, takes his lead and tried to bunt, and he threw behind him, just missed. Good throw by the catcher from Pelicanos. DeMay, what a good arm he had, and good field awareness to know that runner got off the reservation a little too far. Don't want to get too far on DeMay's arm. That guy's got a good arm behind the plate, and he showed it off there. Almost picked off the runner, Brooks. Taken down low is Seabaugh. Seabaugh, the batter, the shortstop, bats with 1 out. O'Neill was retired as he hit the ball to right field. Takes that one down low. Luke Seabaugh, an 18-year-old, bats against Jaquez IV. Pelicanos have some people milling around in the bullpen area. So let's see what happens here in this half inning. Ball's hit past the third baseman to the shortstop. Great play. And he throws down to first, the long throw. Not in time to get the speedy Seabaugh. Seabaugh beats it out with a base hit. Good job of hitting by Seabaugh to get it by the third baseman. Anytime the shortstop has to range that far in the hole, deep in the hole to his right, good chance you're going to beat that out. The shortstop does show off a good arm from shortstop Martinez, the shortstop. for Pelicanos, but can't get the speedy Seabaugh. So he reaches first and second now with Rodriguez batting. There's one out. The second hit by Seabaugh. Had an RBI single in his last at-bat, so that's 2 for 2 for Seabaugh as Rodriguez bats. So he into a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Let's see if he can score the runner from second. Some shenanigans going on in the stands. These players, I tell you, they try to have fun with anything, and especially during the downtime. Conquistadores and Taínos having a good time over there. So that ball kicks away from the catcher, past him. Runners advance second and third now. Let's see what Rodriguez can do here. For the Peregrinos, they have the lead and want some more. Carlos Rodriguez, 17-year-old, waits for the pitch, and here comes. Hits it hard over the head of the third baseman. Down the line, it's fair. Base hit, 1 run will score. Here comes the second run as the throw comes in from left field to second base, and he slides in safe. That's a double, 2 RBI double. Wow, good job by Rodriguez. Carlos Rodriguez of the Peregrinos gets an 2 RBI double. So that extends the lead, hitting with runners in scoring position. That's the way to prove yourself and show your worth as a good hitter. Always wanting to advance your runners and score them, cash in those runs in scoring position. A big stat in baseball, and he does it. Extra base hit for Rodriguez. Carlos Rodriguez hits the ball hard to left field, and he's now in scoring position as number 10, Griffin White, comes up empty. White struck out in his first at-bat. With 1 out, he bats with a runner in scoring position. 2 runs already in this inning. Threatening for more. Peregrinos, the home team, have the lead 6-3. See what the Pelicanos defense can do behind the starting pitcher, Jaquez. Valentin Jaquez, the fourth, comes set. Here comes his pitch. Just misses down and away. If you're a fan of baseball, thank you for watching with us. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast Stream Live Tampa is bringing you. The PRIBL Woodbat League. President of the PRIBL, Carlos Nunez. As that ball is in the Bermuda Triangle again, left fielder comes in, calls everybody away, the center fielder and shortstop away, and he comes up with it. Good communication to retire White. So that's now 2 outs. But still a runner in scoring position for number 13, Woods. Robert Woods bats with a runner in scoring position against Jaquez. He comes set, spins, fires, and throws. Third baseman, great diving play. He's out of there. Francisco Gotay Jr., third baseman, ranging and diving to his left. Good job of hitting, though, but he is retired. Woods is retired, and so are the Peregrinos. Good catch by Gotay Jr. to retire the side, but still a 2 RBI double by Rodriguez to extend the lead for the Peregrinos as they lead 6-3. And we're going to be back here live with Stream Live Tampa in a moment. Live in Rinco, Puerto Rico. Back here live in Rinco, Puerto Rico, a game between the Peregrinos and the Pelicanos. Each team 1-1 on the year. All the records and statistics will be cumulative. At the end of the year, the playoffs will begin. We actually will be leaving. Stream Live Tampa will be leaving on the 20th. So we'll be with you up until then. Thank you for being with us. A lot of different game opportunities. All these players in the four-team league have a great opportunity to bat, pitch, field, and have just a ton of at-bats and just feel like all-stars in this league as they do a good job of showcasing and highlighting all the different talent levels and just the baseball players in this league. It's a really neat opportunity for baseball to be played here in Rinco and Puerto Rico during the summer. And a lot of these players from the States coming down here to play in Puerto Rico. I know I'm down here for the first time in Puerto Rico and enjoying myself. A great experience, opportunity does the PRIBL, the league that we're broadcasting and we're a part of here in this Wood Bat League. Does a good job of showcasing all these players as we now are in the top of the fourth inning with the lead. Swings and fouls that one. Back does number 3 for the Pelicanos, Torres. Torres, the seventh place hitter in the batting order as he bats here to lead things off. Nobody out. Leading off the top of the inning, and he is struck out. Good pitch right there to retire him. Rosado takes care of him. So good pitch to take him, to put him back in the dugout. One out now. Aguirre, who got a base hit in his first at-bat, steps in. Aguirre had a interesting trip around the bases in his last time. He singled to left field over the third baseman's head and then wanted to steal, and he got picked off and was in a rundown and got tagged out at second. So let's see what he does here in his second time up. Rosado, the pitcher who picked off Aguirre. Cesar Aguirre bats now with one out, nobody on base. Takes that one for a strike. Good pitch. Way to get in the kitchen of Aguirre right there. Demi on deck. This is the first game, the morning game. So we get things settled in nicely. This is a 7-inning game or 2.5-hour time limit game, whichever comes first. Because after this game, we have another game. That's the afternoon game. Conquistadores and Taínos play against each other. They get plenty of at-bats against each other in this 4-team league. Hits that one hard past the coach of the Pelicanos, Yaziel Nunez. He's always on his toes. Nunez, a shortstop, just graduated from St. Leo University, a Division II school in Tampa, Florida, where we're all from. Yaziel Nunez played his high school baseball at Leonard High School in Ruskin, Florida, where I live, 33570, in the Sunshine State. So we're pretty used to this weather here in Rincon, Puerto Rico. It rains about every day around 3-ish o'clock. The players get off the field, and then they come back on the field 20 minutes later and play some more baseball. Cesar Aguirre, the batter. '18-year-old Cesar Aguirre. Outfielder takes that one inside for ball 4. So he walks. So he's back on first. So as I mentioned earlier, Rosado picked him off the last time he was on first base. So let's see what happens here. Cesar Aguirre, a good baseball player, should learn from his mistakes, and I know he will, as he reaches base a second time. Demi, the batter, bats with a runner on first base. Cesar Aguirre, as he takes a big lead, goes to the plate, does Rosado, misses away. So let's see what the Pelicanos do now. Down by a couple of runs, down by 3 runs. They have the speedy Aguirre on first base. Good hitting Deme, the catcher, batting. Takes that one outside. He knows the strike zone. He's a catcher. Thank you for being with us. Really cool games. 2 games today. Really cool opportunity. There's a showcase going on at the same time as this game is being broadcast. That ball is pulled foul by DeMay. There's a showcase of all 4 of these teams. Some of the select players from all 4 of these teams in this PRIBL league got pulled away, raptured, if you will, got pulled away to play in a showcase against some other teams in Puerto Rico. Just missed. Good pitch, but just missed, taken by DeMay. Baez, the hitter, would be next. With 1 out, runner on first base. Rosado, the left-handed pitcher on the mound for Peregrinos, has to deal with a tough customer in DeMay here with the runner on first base. Let's see what Cesar Aguirre, the runner, does. He stays put this time. And, wow, issues back-to-back. Walks. Now we got runners in first and second, 1 in scoring position, which is Aguirre, the fast, speedy runner. So runners on first and second, back-to-back walks by Rosado. He might be running out of gas. We'll see what happens here in this half inning. Top of the 4th inning in this game. 2 teams, Pelicanos and Peregrinos, locked up in this game. Peregrinos, the good Peregrinos have the lead by 3, 6-3 here. But Pelicanos are fighting back. Pelicanos, in their last game in the league they played, they won against the Conquistadores. Oh, a little confusion there. Lost his footing, but nobody advances. They stay put. The runners do, first and second. So runners on first and second. Yo-Yo Nunez coming to talk to his batter with runners on first and second. There's 1 out. Baez, the batter. Jaziel Baez, the batter, as the catcher and pitcher come together. Rosado and Brooks. Pelicanos are a team that fights back no matter what the score is. They know how to run the bases as well. So let's see what they do here. They might be putting on a play with Baez, the batter now. Everybody stays put as that ball's taken. Again, Rosado might be hitting a wall here in this 4th inning. So bases are now loaded as he takes that one inside Baez to load the bases. So this is the opposite of what Rosado and the Peregrinos wanted, as they now have to deal with Sanchez. Sanchez definitely one of the best hitters on the Pelicanos. Oscar Sanchez bats with the bases loaded as the entire infield comes together. And Yaziel Nunez, the third base coach, Yo-Yo gives his batter Sanchez words of encouragement. Gives him the old attaboy as the Pelicanos bat now with the bases loaded. This is the inning that could come undone if Rosado and the Peregrinos can't reset themselves. They have the lead, but they might surrender it here. Let's see what happens. There is one out, though. Rosado is really one pitch away. If he can get that ground ball, his defense can turn a double play behind him if he induces that ground ball. So we'll see what happens here. The corners come in. Middle infield is about halfway. The shortstop, actually, they're back. Takes a good pitch right there. That sizzles in, so I think he's found himself again. Rosado starts off Sanchez with a strike. One out, bases loaded, full of Pelicanos. Leadoff hitter Sanchez bats against Rosado. Here's the pitch. Hits that one down the line, foul. So tried to pull that one down and got out of his mechanics, did Sanchez. A little too jumpy, jumping at that ball, trying to do some damage instead of going with the pitch. But a good hitter is Sanchez. Knows how to hit with runners in scoring position and down in the count, and that's what he is right here. That ball's inside. Good stop by the catcher. Brooks shimmy shakes over to his left side and keeps that in front of him. No advancement by the runners. Bases loaded, one out. Corners are in. The outfield, left fielder is deep a bunch of steps. So they're back on Sanchez because he's got good power. Can hit to all fields. That's what the Pelicanos need. And that ball's drilled into left center field. Center fielder ranging over. He's going to make the catch. Tagging from third. Runner's going to score easily. Sanchez with the RBI. The sac flies. So the Pelicanos do score the runner from third. That's the way to play baseball. Man, he just missed that one, though, too. Sanchez put a charge into that one. Center fielder Leos did a good job of catching that and throwing that back in to third. So the runner on second could not tag up, but there is two outs. One run is in. So that's the third. No, that's the second RBI for Sanchez, sorry. That's the second RBI for Sanchez. Sacrifice fly and had a double. RBI double last inning did Sanchez. Now with a runner on first and second just missing, it did Rosado with that pitch as Ortega bats with runners in scoring position first and second. But there's two outs. And as we made mention earlier, Ortega flew out to the second baseman twice in back-to-back at-bats. So if he hits it to the second baseman again, I will buy the second baseman a Coke, as well as Ortega. My name is Anthony DeSanto, and you can quote me on that. Stream Live Tampa bringing you this game in Rinco, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL, Puerto Rican Independent Baseball League. Oh, Yo-Yo almost had that one. If he had a glove, he would have definitely made that play. But Yo-Yo does not have a glove, so he said, oops. But if he had his glove out there, he would have made the play. Slick fielding third base coach for the Pelicanos, Yaziel Nunez. So that was close. Showing off a good arm for the Peregrinos, Brooks, as he threw behind the runner. Diving back there safely. Actually, that was kind of a step and a fall instead of a step and a dive. But nonetheless, safe. And we'll see what happens here with Ortega in his at-bat. This is the third at-bat for Ortega. Here's the pitch. Inside, hit him. Nope, ball 4 there. Either way, bases are loaded, and the head coach is coming out to talk to his pitcher. Might take him out. We'll see what happens here during this brief intermission. Hope you're enjoying all of that Stream Live Tampa can offer you guys. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And that might be it for Rosado, and that is it for Rosado. And we'll talk about the new pitcher for the Peregrinos who's coming in, and we'll talk about him and everything else and all the different changes that are taking place. So we'll be back momentarily. Stream Live Tampa coming back to you live in Rinco, Puerto Rico. So we're back here live. Robert Woods, the new pitcher for Peregrinos. Is the new pitcher on as he fires his hard fastball into number 90, the 3-hitter for Pelicanos, Moyer. So Moyer bats now with 2 outs, bases loaded. Takes that one for a strike to even the count 1-1. This is the at-bat that you want to watch with the bases loaded. Moyer hit 2 line drive rockets. He hits that right to Woods. Wow. So that's a big out recorded with the bases loaded, stranding 3 runners, but they do score 1 to bring the score now to 6-4. Pelicanos are still down as the Peregrinos come to bat. Good job of relief to get out Moyer. So good job of pitching by Woods. So we'll be back momentarily as the Peregrinos come to bat. They're the home team, and they have the lead here live in Rinco, Puerto Rico with Stream Live Tampa. Oh, that's funny. All right, so here we go. We're back live. Stream Live Tampa. Going to introduce the new pitcher, Steven Rodriguez, for the Pelicanos, as they all come together, infield included, with Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the mound to pitch for Pelicanos in this bottom half of the inning. It is the bottom of the fourth inning, game moving right along nicely. This is a 2.5-hour game or 7-inning game, whichever comes first, the 2.5 hours or 7 innings. Pelicanos are down, but they scored, had a huge opportunity to get more, but the new pitcher, Woods, for Peregrinos came in to retire Moyer. Huge out of Moyer there. Rivera carves that one foul, batting to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. Rivera playing third base for Peregrinos, the home team. Peregrinos are 1-1 on the year, as well as the Pelicanos. Both teams are 1-1 in league play. Peregrinos lost their last game to Taínos, and Pelicanos beat the Conquistadores in their last game. Ball low and skips in. New pitcher, Steven Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the mound for the Pelicanos, relieving Jaquez, Valentin Jaquez the fourth. Did a good job after having a rough first inning. If he cleaned up that first inning, this game would be a lot closer, and they probably would have the lead. But still, nonetheless, a little bit wild in his first inning and then settling down in the next couple innings. Rivera batting to lead things off for Peregrinos. Walked him. So, runner on first base is Rivera, reaching on the walk. In steps number 16 now for the Peregrinos, now batting Juan Aarons. Aarons, the batter, struck out in that bat earlier against Jaquez, the pitcher. Now it deals with Steven Rodriguez, and he takes a strike by Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us and sticking with us. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful weekend in Puerto Rico. If you're here, if you're not, wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying your weekend nonetheless. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Rodriguez checks on the runner at first. A big shout out to the president of the PRIBL, Carlos Nunez, and his staff. Vice President of Business Operations, Jose Kruger, and Director of Baseball Operations, Player Personnel, Mr. Juan Berger. Thank you for having us and allowing us to be in the broadcast booth here at the stadium, Fernando Nando Stadium, Sanabria Stadium in Rinco, Puerto Rico, right on the water. Known for their surfing here in Rincon, Puerto Rico. But I can't speak on the surfing. I am not that guy. Although I live in Florida, in Tampa, right on the water, I do not frequent the beaches, the beautiful beaches. There goes the runner. Rivera takes off, throw down, and he's going to be just safe. Almost tagged him on the way by on the foot, but slides in safely, does Rivera. So give him a stolen base. So after he reached on the walk, that's what happens. Freebies will always come back and haunt you no matter where. So he gets himself into scoring positions. Ahead of Aarons. Aarons, the batter, goes next. Hammers that ball into left field. Left fielder ranging to his left and back. Snagging that for the first out. Big out right there. Gave it a charge. Did Aarons. So good job of hitting by Aarons. Again, you can't be hard on yourself after that at bat. Good job of hitting right there. Really enjoy these guys and the sound of the wood bat compared to the aluminum. Ping! I enjoy the crack of the bat. Always a friendly sound and a comforting sound if you're a baseball fan, especially as Leos steps in. Leos had a base hit in his first at bat and then flew out to left field. Good job by the left fielder for the Pelicanos. Aguirre. That ball's popped up in the infield, short right field. Right fielder coming in as the second baseman ranges back and calls the right fielder off and catches it for the second out. Good job of going back on the ball. Tough play sometimes, especially in the bright sun on this beautiful afternoon in Rinco, Puerto Rico. So Leos is retired. Melvin going to get his at-bat. Batting with a runner in scoring position as he bats from the left side against the new pitcher, Steven Rodriguez. So good job by Rodriguez to fill up the strike zone as well. He walked the first batter he faced, but then got two pop-ups, or one fly-out and a pop-up, and now deals with Melvin. Takes a big lead. Still taking a big lead. Shortstop in the hole, which is interesting. He should be the one holding on the runner at second. Against the left-handed hitter, Melvin. Now there he is. Now he's holding him on. Spins, fires, and throws it into center field. And we're going to have a play at third, maybe. No, he gets there without a throw. So speed never slumps, as we talked about it. Speed never slumps and always kills. It's one of those things you really can't teach speed. And if you've got it, and use it. So Rivera walked, and as we mentioned, walks come around and always find a way of hurting you. Freebies are something you don't want if you're the pitcher, and especially if you're the defense, and especially if you're the pitching coach and head coach of the team. You do not want to walk people no matter what. So as we mentioned, Rivera walked, then he stole second, and then just now got to third on the failed pickoff attempt, an error on the pitcher, throwing it under and behind the shortstop who was covering. So falling deeper into a lull here. You got two quick outs of Aarons and Leos, and now tangles with Melvin with two outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Runner in scoring position at third. Takes that one down low. So now we have runners out the corners. Not what you want to do here, and now dealing with Brooks. Brooks, the catcher, and the three-hitter for Peregrinos. So Brooks scored a run earlier in the first inning when he walked, and then he got plunked. So he reached base twice with no official at-bat in this game. So, interesting box score. He reached base twice, but no official plate appearance. So, he scored twice, but he's 0 for 0. But his on-base percentage is 1,000. Bats with two outs, runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch by Rodriguez. Hammered to the shortstop, but right to him on one hop. Throws across the diamond, and that does it as he hits the gritty. The shortstop on the way in. What a good job by Martinez. Excellent job by Steven Rodriguez to retire Brooks. So that does it for the Peregrino home team. In the fifth inning, we'll be live back here. The Pelicanos will be leading off the top of the fifth inning in a moment. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's 6-4. You hit that YMCA if you're in the, I see you in the ballpark. Don't be scared. Hit that YMCA. Yes. It's okay. Even if you're playing, you can hit that YMCA. Don't be scared, Yo-Yo. I see you. I see you. Yes. Pelicanos and Peregrinos come together with the Y. MCA. Even if you don't know how to spell, you can just pretend you know how to spell by throwing up the Y, the M, the C, and the A. I'm down with that. About that, we're back. We were just hitting the YMCA. I was playing the YMCA, and players were getting down to it, and I love it. Fans in the stands. We're hitting the YMCA. So welcome back, and that ball's hit to left field. Left fielder ranging over and retiring the leadoff hitter in the inning. Go Ty. Go Ty is retired. He hit the ball hard to left field, but the left fielder ranged over and corralled it. So one out as the Pelicanos bat down by a couple runs here in the top of the fifth inning. Thank you for joining us. Stream Live Tampa bringing you this game live in Rincon, Puerto Rico. The friendly confines of the stadium here in Rincon. Known for their surfing, but I care more about the baseball, so we're in baseball mode here in Rincon, Puerto Rico, the stadium of Fernando Nando Cernadia Stadium. Beautiful ballpark here, beautiful town, beautiful people. It was really cool to be a part of the atmosphere and the culture on Thursday, this past Thursday. Every Thursday in Rincon, they have a festival. They do a good job of bringing in local vendors to, spice up the downtown, and they do a good job of bringing in business and money for the people. That ball is fouled away. One out as the batter, as we mentioned, last half inning, Martinez, the shortstop who made that play, hit the gritty after he fielded that infield ground ball and threw across to first base to retire the batter and the inning. So that was really cool by him. I love to see the flavors. He hits that ball into left center field. The left fielder coming in and over to retire Martinez. So good job back-to-back. Good job of hitting by Gotai, who was retired by the left fielder, hit it hard, and so did Martinez, and his ball was caught by the left fielder as well. So F7 in the scorebook if you're keeping track at home. So thank you for being with us, Stream Live Tampa. The broadcast here. We're live in Rincon, Puerto Rico. Takes that one for a strike. The hitter, Riley, number 24, first baseman. Infielder hits that one, chops it to third base, comes in and throws across the diamond, and he is out of there. So good play by the third baseman to end the inning. So the Pelicanos are turned away. Peregrinos, good defense by the outfielder, left fielder, and the third baseman making a good play. Rivera against the hitters, Gotai, Martinez, and Riley. They're set down in order, and that does it for the Pelicanos. Peregrinos coming to bat, and we'll be back with Stream Live Tampa momentarily, live in Rincon, Puerto Rico. Back here live, Stream Live Tampa, bringing you this broadcast. Thank you for being with us and being with us on this Saturday in Rincon, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL Wood Bat League. All these hitters are swinging with wood and learning what it feels like to get sawed off with a wood bat. Definitely different than an aluminum bat, but I love the sound of the wood bats, obviously. Much better than the ping of the aluminum bat. As number 7 for the Peregrinos bats, O'Neill. Big Bryant O'Neill steps in and bats. Bats in the 4th spot in the lineup. Cleanup hitter for Peregrinos. Just missed on that pitch right there on the outside part of the plate. Steven Rodriguez, the pitcher. Sada comes set. Inside and missed. As we mentioned, it rains, I think, about every day here, like it does in Florida during hurricane season. We'll be with you come rain or shine. Stream Live Tampa trying to bring you the best in all of the PRIBL Wood Bat League here in Rinco, Puerto Rico. As he takes the walk, O'Neill walks. He reaches base to lead things off. Seabaugh now bats. Seabaugh is 2 for 2 today. Has an RBI to his credit, 2 base hits. Bats behind O'Neill. So we'll see what happens here in this turn of at-bat. See what Rodriguez can cook up. He fires a ball that misses high. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday, no matter where you are. If you're watching at home, at the friendly confines, have some air conditioning. I'm sure it's a lot cooler wherever you are than where we are here in Rinco, Puerto Rico. Ball hits the corner inside. Seabaugh stands pretty much on the plate for the most part. His hands are over the plate, right on the plate. As he strides, hits it hard to third base. Gotay picks it up, fires to second for 1. Over to first. Bad throw. Oh boy, here we go. We got a rundown now. Pick it up and throws it to shortstop, throws low. We have a rundown pickoff play here. Let's see what happens. And the runner is going to be tagged out. Wow. So double play. Good job of defense started by Francisco Gotay Jr., the third baseman, picking it up and throwing to second base to get 1. And the batter right there, Seabaugh, took a big turn as he saw the ball go past the first baseman. Thought it was going to be in a better spot than what it was, but you got to be careful, and they should know this by now. They've been playing here a couple days. The backstop area around is all concrete, so that ball is going to kick back. It's not like maybe the fences back home where they're used to, where if it hits that fence and goes by the fielder, they can easily advance, but that one kicked back to the first baseman. He had trouble picking it up at first, but then he fired it over to second base, and the middle infielders do what they do and handle the ball nicely. Good soft hands, and ended up getting Seabaugh out. So now 2 outs as the batter bats with nobody on base, Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes that one high. So that's the first time Seabaugh's been retired. And now Rodriguez bats. He had a 2 RBI double to help his Peregrino team in the offense. Bring the score to where it is now, 6-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ty Maulding with me, and he's helping out with this broadcast. So Team Texas and Team Florida working together in Puerto Rico. Ty Maulding told me that he's going to be a senior. He finishes junior year, going into his senior year of high school in Texas, and he wants to pursue a career in broadcasting, sports broadcasting, that is. So he asked if he can come up in the booth, and he's been helping all day with us. That ball is hit into short left field. His shortstop goes over and gets it, and that does it for the 3rd out. Martinez, the shortstop, corralling that one, and that does it for this bottom of the 5th inning. In the top of the 6th inning, Pelicanos coming to bat, down by a couple. Stream Live Tampa in Rincon, Puerto Rico. All right, we're back here live in Rinco, Puerto Rico. And I'm going to be joined momentarily on the mic with Ty Maulding, player in the PRIBL. We'll introduce Ty in a moment as we get him set up as the leadoff hitter in this half inning steps in, takes a strike. This is Torres the batter. Torres struck out in both of his at-bats so far. So let's see if he can help himself out by getting on base, helping his teammates out. Always a good feeling when you might have two bad at-bats and then you come back with a nice base hit or an extra base hit. Any way you can reach is always good to get on base to help your team. Like, once again, in baseball is one of those weird games where failure is inevitable. I mean, you can go 3 for 10 or 1 for 3. If Torres reaches here with a base hit and he goes 1 for 3, his batting average is .333, and you're a Hall of Famer. But, I mean, baseball is one of those weird sports where just a couple bleeders, seeing eye singles, ground balls that get through any which way, get a base hit. But in this at-bat, he strikes out. So tough day for Torres. And now Aguirre bats. So Ty Maulding, as we mentioned, is with us.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for the opportunity to come up here and get a whole different aspect of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Ty, tell us a little about your experience with the PRIBL. What team are you on, and what position do you play?
I am on the Conquistadores. My primary position is catcher, but then I like to go out and roam the outfield when I'm not doing that.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Catcher and outfielder, definitely neat positions.
Weird combo, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, normally a catcher plays first base or third base or something like that, but you don't have a lot of catchers playing the outfield, but very versatile.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So I mentioned you were from Texas. What school do you attend, and whereabouts are you in Texas?
I'm actually homeschooled, but I live outside of Lubbock, Texas, out where Texas Tech is.
That's pretty cool. So you mentioned that. What school do you root for? Because I know sports are prevalent and important in Texas. So what college do you root for?
I root for Mississippi State because that's where my parents went to college. Then my other team is the Virginia Cavaliers, who are in the College World Series this year.
Oh, my goodness, man. You're all over the map. How about that? Well, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to rat on you. I'm from Connecticut, and I, of course, root for the Yukon Huskies in basketball. Is swing and a miss, but catcher picks it up and throws it down to first base, so he is retired. Aguirre is retired. So, Ty, you mentioned that you play for the Conquistadores and you play catcher and outfielder as DeMay bats. DeMay, the catcher for the Pelicanos, and they're down by a couple. So tell us a little bit about the, as I mentioned, the PRIBL. How did you get introduced to the Puerto Rican Independent Baseball League?
I was scrolling through my emails one day and got an email from, I think, Coach Wanberger, and decided that sounds like a good opportunity to come out here and compete in some baseball.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you for sure. When offered the opportunity or even asked about the opportunity a while ago, Javier Nunez with Stream Live Tampa came to me and said, do you want to go and maybe see some baseball and broadcast some games? I say, absolutely. So I'm with you, Ty, for sure. Oh, watch out for there. And DeMay ducks as that ball's just over his head. So the pitcher on the mound right now, Woods, deals with the lead. Another ball. So, Ty, as you see the game in this different view, do you have a better appreciation as Demi walks and he's a runner on first base with one out? Do you have a different? You said you'd have a different perspective. What do you think now, and how will this change? This is your first time in the broadcast booth, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now seeing it here. How do you think that's going to affect now how you play and how you see the game?
I mean, you see the field up here as the catcher, so you really see what all is going on in the field and see different strategies coaches and players could go to that you can usually just call out on the field.
Yeah, I agree with you there as the catcher. That's a good point you bring up. As a catcher, you see the whole field, and that's kind of as that ball's hit at the shortstop, ranging over in, toss it to the second baseman, and that does it. And we're with Ty Malding, and we're going to be back with him. We like to talk to people up here, so he's going to stay with us for a little bit longer, as that does it for the Pelicanos and the Peregrinos coming to bat. They're the home team, and they're up in this game. And we'll be back momentarily in Rinco and Puerto Rico with Ty Malding as well. All right, we're live here at Stream Live Tampa, bringing you this broadcast of the PRIBL League. This is day number 4, the morning game of day number 4, the Pelicanos and Peregrinos. And with me in the broadcast booth is Conquistador outfielder and catcher Ty Malding.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. If you're tuning in late, it is the bottom of the 6th. Peregrinos are up 6-4 in this tight scoring game.
Of course, definitely. Both teams are 1-1 as that ball's hit back to the new pitcher in this game, Javier Cargo. So quick work, and he is out. So number 13 now is coming to bat. This is Woods. White was just retired on that ball back to the pitcher, so 1 out for the Peregrinos as Woods bats against the new pitcher, Javier Cargo. With me again is Ty Malding. Ty mentioned a couple things, that he's a catcher and he can see the game a little bit differently, and he also is a high school umpire. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. It's fun. You get to go out there and be a part of the game even when you're not playing.
Definitely pretty cool. So as the catcher, you're trying to frame pitches, and as an umpire, you're trying to call pitches in a different way.
That we are.
Yeah, so as an umpire, again, we mentioned when you see the game in that capacity, you have a new thankfulness, I guess you would say, but a new view of how players see it and how players and umpires see it differently.
Yeah, so you really see as an umpire how much you're involved in the game and how much you have an impact on it, whether you're behind the plate calling balls or strikes or you're in the field making safe or out calls and knowing that your calls could affect the outcome of the game.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it doesn't matter if it's the call of out to affect the game or safe to affect the game. As long as you make the right call, then that's all that matters. Players want consistency as the walk goes to Woods. He trots down now to first, and Rivera stepping in to bat for the Peregrinos with the lead in this home half of the inning. As long as you're making the right call and being consistent, that's all the players matter. That's all the players care about. Is that correct?
Well, you're always going to have the right call for one side, especially on the bang-bang plays. One side's going to be happy, the other's going to be mad at you for an inning.
That's true. So yesterday we were involved in a game with California. What did you see from playing the team from California? What was different about the way they played, maybe compared to the way that our guys play in the PRIBL, or how cool was it to play a team from California?
Oh, it's cool to have these guys come out and play against all of us over here. I mean, we have players from all over the world on our team, so you see a bunch of different ways that the players play, especially the Dominican and Puerto Rican side, everybody just playing loose and having fun. And, I mean, you saw the dugout the first game, beating on the drum and having a rhythm with the game. It makes it a lot of fun down there.
I agree, and that's why I totally want to echo what you just said. That's the way I like to see baseball being played. Baseball is fun, and you got to play baseball the right way. As Rivera takes a strike right there from the new pitcher, Javier Cargo, with a runner on first base, has to deal with Rivera. So cool atmosphere yesterday for sure. Both of our teams lost to Team California yesterday, so that was a learning experience for everyone. Definitely a fun environment as that ball is hit back to the pitcher. He goes to the second baseman, but he throws it over his head. Ball goes to center field, and now runners are on first and third. Not a good situation for the Pelicanos. The Peregrinos are set up here with runners on first and third. Now batting Aarons, number 16 for Peregrinos. So, and as a catcher outfielder, Ty, what's something that you notice about the game as an outfielder compared to playing catcher?
I mean, as an outfielder, you don't have as much control of the game. You have your section out there, but you still got to communicate with everybody on the field, where you're going, communicate with your outfielders, hey, I got the ball, you take it, this and that. Make sure you're there on your backups. As opposed to the catcher, you're involved in everything. You got to let people know where they're going, what's the situation, calling pitches, making sure your pitcher's okay, knowing how the batter swings and all of that to get an advantage on the guy. Because when you're back there, you're playing chess and not checkers. So you want to have the advantage against him.
That's good, as Aarons takes a strike right there from the new pitcher, Javier Cargo. With me in the press box, Ty Maulding of the Conquistadores, catcher outfielder. So, Ty, as you pursue a possible career course in sports broadcasting, what sports do you like the most as the runner takes off and steals second base?
For one, baseball, of course. I like to play basketball. I'm a three-sport athlete. Back home in high school, I played baseball, basketball, and track, but I also ref soccer. I used to play soccer, but getting to ref soccer helps me stay in the game, so I really like watching soccer too.
Wow, definitely a renaissance man of sports. That's pretty cool. I like to, as the ball gets away, but no advancement of the runners, I like to hear what people like to do besides just that one sport. Like for me, it's baseball, but I also like to broadcast basketball games. Basketball games are really fast.
Oh, yeah.
They're really fast, so it's pretty cool to, with my ADD, to keep up with the ball, watching the ball go back and forth and the cool transition play. But I do like broadcasting basketball. Yep. As Aarons goes down on strikes, Cargo strikes him out right there. So the infield was in, hoping to get that ball and keep that runner from third from scoring, but a good strikeout by Cargo. So the defense can back up a little bit. In steps the leadoff hitter, Leos. Leos, an outfielder, number 27 for Peregrinos, he scored a run in the first inning as Gotai, the third baseman, comes in on the grass.
Oh yeah, they need insurance here. I mean, we saw what happened in the bottom half of the first. They put up 4, but that could quickly change, as we've seen throughout these couple of games. People putting up multiple runs in an inning.
Definitely, I appreciate the knowing that the game can sometimes possibly get away from others and teams if they don't control the game. Mental mistakes compared to physical mistakes. Ty, as a player, you mentioned what you can control. As a player, mentally, how hard is it to stay locked in baseball compared to the other sports that you mentioned that you play with, track and field and as well as basketball?
Oh, it's hard because you got to be locked in for every pitch and know where to go. And you have something to do on the field. You're not out there just sitting there. You got to be somewhere at some time to make sure you're involved in the play in case something goes wrong.
Well, how about this play as it hits over to second base and retiring Leos with the ground ball. That's a big out right there. There's runners on second and third, but that does it for Peregrinos as Leos is retired. Good job by the pitcher, Cargo, to bend a little bit but not break and strand 2 runners on second and third. Pelicanos down by a couple runs here. They're the away team as we go into the next half inning. The top of the 7th inning coming here live. This might be the end of it, as this game is either 7 innings or 2.5 hours, and we're in the top of the 7th inning. Ty Malding with me, Stream Live Tampa, live in Rincon, Puerto Rico. All right, back here live, Stream Live Tampa. This is the 7th inning. If you're the batter here, Sanchez leading off, you want to get on base any way you can. Your team down by 2. Ty Malding with me. Ty, what's the difference and the approach if you're a batter in the 7th inning and your team is down?
You got to do whatever it takes to get on base, especially down by 2. You need base runners here.
Definitely, and Sanchez, to his credit, has done just that. He's filled up the box score for himself. He's reached base twice with a RBI double. He walked, he stole a base, had a sacrifice fly in his last at-bat. So he's done his part. But what happened there goes down on strikes.
Trying to win the game in one swing, which they can't do here. They need base runners to get on, and then somebody else can come up to be the hero. But down 2, you can't be in there swinging for the fences right now.
That's right. That's what happened. Got a little too big. So Ortega steps in after Sanchez strikes out. So now batting number 18, the infielder Ortega. Ortega bats with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Stays inside for a ball.
I mean, could we take a moment? Hasn't Woods been great since he's come into this game?
100% Ty. He's settled things down, and he's looking to get the save right here if he can close it out.
Yes, sir. He actually pitched yesterday. He came in, got 4 Ks himself against Team California in the second game.
I love it, and that's what the cool thing about this showcase league is. A lot of different opportunities to play against different competition. And there's the first base runner, allowing Ortega to walk. In steps the dangerous outfielder, Moyer. Moyer for the Pelicanos hit 2 balls really, really hard to left field. The left fielder did a great job of ranging over to get it. Melvin, the left fielder for the Peregrinos, picked off 2 of Moyer's hard-hit balls. Truman Moyer, the batter with a runner on first base. Now, Ty, if you are Truman Moyer, the batter here, and you hit the ball really hard in your first couple at-bats, does your approach change at all in the last inning with the runner on first base?
No, not really. I mean, if you're hitting the ball hard and it's just going to somebody, they'll eventually fall, which is what he's looking to happen here, and especially with the 4-hole coming up, you want to get on base and let him go up there and do his thing because he's in the 4-hole for a reason. Big guy, swings with power, and that's what they need here.
Good perspective. A player in the PRIBL, Ty Malding of the Conquistadores. Ty is a outfielder and a catcher. And that does it for Moyer. Moyer goes down swinging. So back-to-back are 2 strikeouts in this inning already for Woods as he strikes out Sanchez and strikes out Moyer. Big outs by Woods in the last half inning. This could be it as he tries to pick off the runner, and it gets by the first baseman. Big mistake by Woods right there as he owns his mistake. He says, my bad, my bad. He understands that run means nothing. If you're up by 2 in this last inning, you don't really want to make any mistakes right there. He just struck out Moyer and now deals with a tough customer in Gotay. Gotay, the third baseman for Pelicanos. I'm here live with Ty Malding giving his perspective and outlook as he wants to pursue a career in sports broadcasting and announcing. Play-by-play is a different animal. It's a cool opportunity to see the game in a different way. Always on your toes. Ty is a catcher and outfielder for Conquistadores. He is an outfielder. That ball is cued to left field, and third baseman Yo-Yo Nunez is going to send him and score him. So big mistake as, wow, Francisco Gotay brings his boomstick and hits a double into left field. So now things are getting very interesting. Francisco Gotay Jr. with an RBI double. Ty, if you're Gotay right there, how pumped up would you be?
Oh, you gotta feel good getting a run in, and now you're the tying run on second base with another guy up to bat.
That's what I'm talking about. This is a cool finish right here, an ending possibility. The Pelicanos, if they do score the tying run, that's not a walk-off or a tying run here. He will tie it if he does score him from second. But just remember, the Pelicanos are the away team, and the Peregrinos are the home team. So the Peregrinos will have their chance to bat, but they still have the lead, albeit a slim one. They deal with Martinez, the shortstop of Pelicanos, in this at-bat. So as you watch the Pelicanos in the dugout, if you're in the dugout, Ty, what do you want to see happen here, and what kind of fan and what kind of teammate are you going to be in this situation?
Oh, you're supporting him. He's down 1-2, so not his best count right now, but as the batter, you got to go in there protecting everything because you don't want to be the last guy out on a strikeout, especially in this type of game.
Well, it gets even more interesting as it's 2-2 to the shortstop for Pelicanos, Eddie Martinez. Eddie Martinez is a 17-year-old as he plays shortstop as the Go-Tai takes his lead. That ball is hit into foul territory, just out of the reach and range of the first baseman. So that's it right there. Having a good at-bat is Martinez. This is the morning game. Don't forget to stick around Conquistadores. And Ty Malding's Conquistadores will play against the undefeated Taínos team. So now with the runner on second base, here's the pitch from Woods. Goes down swinging. That does it for this ball game. Final score. Pelicanos lose to the Peregrinos. Peregrinos take the victory. Good job of pitching by Woods. And strikes out Martinez. I'm with Ty Malding. Ty, do you have any last words?
Hope y'all tune in to the second game and look forward to seeing y'all on later this week. And thank you, Anthony, for giving me the opportunity. Hope to get to come back up here and do some more games before y'all leave.
What a great opportunity of Ty Malding to see this game. Great finish, Peregrinos and Pelicanos. Peregrinos come away with the victory. That does it here in the morning game, Stream Live Tampa. I'm Anthony DeSanto with Stream Live Tampa in Rincon, Puerto Rico in the PRIBL. Pelicanos lose to the Peregrinos. Peregrinos with the victory. We'll see you back in the afternoon broadcast, Stream Live Tampa.